Good morning, students. Welcome back to Mahila Samaja online classes. Now I am here to teach you class 7th science chapter 1. This is continuous class of nutrition in plants. Let's understand this diagram. Autotrophic mode of nutrition in which organisms prepare their own food themselves. Such organisms are called autotrophs. The examples is plants. Heterotrophic mode of nutrition in which in this mode of nutrition in which organisms depends on others for food. Such organisms are called heterotrophic mode of nutrition. And the examples of human beings, animals, few plants. Yes, human beings are also heterotrophs because we depends on plants and animals for our food. How now we know the plants can prepare their food themselves. Now times to understand some more aspect about it. So the first question which we need understand this. How do plants prepare their own food? In which part of the plant food is made? From where plants get raw material for its food preparation? We will try to understand each of these question in detail. So first question is, how do plants prepare their own food? The answer is by process which is known as photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the food making process in plants. The second question was, in which part of the plant food is made? So, just as we prepare our food in our kitchen, plants prepare their food in their leaves. Yes, leaves are called the food factories of plants. Now, next question is, from where plants gets raw material for its food preparation? We already know that water, carbon dioxide and minerals are the raw materials which are required by plants for its food preparation. So we will try to understand where do plants get this raw material. So plants get carbon dioxide from air, plants get water from soil, and plants get minerals from soil. Okay, now we will suppose you are planning to make a dish in your kitchen. What will you do? You will collect all the ingredients and you will take all these ingredients to your kitchen and then prepare your food, right? Similarly, plants also take all the raw materials to leaves because already we know that plants food prepared in leaves. So, plants also take all the ingredients or raw materials to leaves and then prepare their food. Now, it's important to understand that how these raw materials are transferred to leaves. We know that plants take carbon dioxide from air and plants take water and minerals from soil. Let's understand how leaves absorb carbon dioxide from air. So basically, there are tiny numerous pores present on leaf surface. These pores are called as stomata. And through the stomata, plants absorb carbon dioxide from air. These stomata are surrounded by God cells. Okay. Now we will understand how water and minerals reach leaves. Water and minerals reach leaves through this pipe-like structure known as xylem and phloem, which are present in roots, stem, and branches and leaves of plant. So through these pipe-like structures, water and minerals are transported from roots to leaves of the plant. I hope you understand this. Now, let's to understand about photosynthesis in detail. We know that photosynthesis is the process through which plants prepare their food. But there is one important point which we need to understand. The process of photosynthesis occurs in only in the presence of sunlight. So, photosynthesis occurs only during daytime. Plants have numerous green pigment known as chlorophyll pigment which helps leaves to capture sunlight. This is the reason why human beings cannot synthesize their own food like plants, because human beings because human body does not have chlorophyll which can capture solar energy, and this is the only component that can absorb solar radiation. Now you can say that without solar energy photosynthesis is not possible, or you can also say that sun is the ultimate source of energy, because without sunlight photosynthesis cannot happen, plants cannot prepare their food, and we depend upon plants for our food. We know that chlorophyll present in leaves will help absorb sunlight. Stomata present in the leaves which helps to absorb carbon dioxide from air. Similarly, roots absorb water and minerals from soil, and xylem and phloem vessels to transport into the leaves. Now the process of photosynthesis can be described by this equation. Carbon dioxide plus water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll pigment produces carbohydrates and oxygen. Oxygen is produced by plants during the process of photosynthesis. So, we have learned the process of photosynthesis takes place in the leaves of plant. But do photosynthesis takes place in other parts of plants also? The answer is yes. In some plants, photosynthesis takes place in other green parts of plant also, such as green stem and green branches. It particularly happen in desert plants, in which leaves are modified into scales or spine like a structure to reduce loss of water by transpiration. So in these plants photosynthesis takes place through green stem. So this is the kind of a leaf which is the most of the plants have. It has a large surface area, so it has a numeral stomata opening, and larger the number of stomata, the larger is water loss of transpiration. So in a desert area where there is scarcity of water, leaves gets modified into these spiny like structure, so that there is a less loss of water through transpiration. So in these kind of plants photosynthesis takes place through green stem. Now we have studied that green leaves contain a pigment called chlorophyll, which helps to capture sunlight and does heat helps in a photosynthesis process. So, do colors leaves also carry out photosynthesis? This answer the answer is yes. The leaves other than green also have chlorophyll and photosynthesis takes place in these leaves also. Just that large amount of red, brown and any other green color mask the green color but these leaves have chlorophyll.